Mathewson here, and this is actually the third video in a 3-part video series, and it's all about why we don't do the things that we say we're going to do. So the first video, if you haven't watched the first 2 videos, definitely go back and watch those. I'll give you a real quick recap so that we can get into the content for this video. But the first video, we cover why it is that we don't do the things that we say we're going to do. We can really, really mean it when we say we're going to do something, and it could be like the simplest thing, but we don't do it, and then we feel like a complete jerk, for lack of a better term. You know, we feel stupid. We feel like failures. So the main point in that one was the reason why, and that you are not alone if you feel that way. And then in the second video, I gave you 2 very specific words that will help you stay on track. So 2, just super simple, and I go into detail a little bit about those. So moving on to the third video. So you can stop it right here if you haven't watched the first 2. Go back and do that. And then here we go into the third video. So this one, I'm going to give you 5 super specific ways to create the new neural pathways in your brain using repetition and consistency. So those 2 things you can, whatever word works better for you, perseverance, tenacity, determination, but basically you're doing some small step every single day. So you're consistent and you understand that it takes more than one go-around to create a neural pathway in your brain. So this is how you get your subconscious on your side. You get your subconscious working for you as opposed to working against you. So most of us have our subconscious working against us, and it's totally, the ball's in our court. We just don't know what to do. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. So these are just some ideas, 5 super specific. So I'll start with the visual way that I'm offering to give you to help you develop new neural pathways. So that is a vision board. If you haven't seen a vision board or you don't know anything about them, Google it up, vision boards. So you basically, simple outline would be, you go through a magazine, you cut out pictures that make you feel good, that inspire you, bright colors, certain word phrases or quotes, anything that inspires you, something that you're working towards, all that goes on a board, and then you put that board on your wall, and then you see it. Even if you don't consciously acknowledge it, we're not worrying about the conscious mind. We're trying to retrain your subconscious mind so you can do all this fitness and health stuff without having to think about it. Wouldn't that be cool? So you look at the board, the messages from the board go into your brain through your eyeballs whether you are aware of it or not. It is very powerful. So I'll leave it at that for number 1. Number 2, auditory learning. So many ways you can take in new information, and what is important about this, you can change up the information, so you're getting your brain to think something that it wouldn't ordinarily think left to its own devices. So you're changing up your tapes, basically. So there are so many free podcasts out there, totally free. You don't have to pay a dime. You just go online, check out iTunes, go into the podcasts, find something in fitness and health, or really whatever you want, and start getting that into your brain. Even if you feel like you're not necessarily picking all of it up, you are. It's layering up in your subconscious mind, and you will start changing your patterns. Now, I'm going to go a step further on this and give you one of my favorite podcasts. So I consider Sean Stevenson to be a super reputable source. I have been in the fitness and health industry since 1997. So that's a while. And I feel like I'm learning a lot from this guy. And he does all the research, and I can go and take care of my kids and listen to his podcast for free. It is amazing. I think this guy is amazing. So his podcast is the Model Health Show. And I feel like I'm doing a good thing in the world by telling you about it because, this is amazing information. Go through the whole lineup of all the things that he has offered, any of his podcasts. Amazing. It will sink in to your brain. Just keep listening. I like reading books too. I suggest that also, but this way you can take this stuff in and you don't have the excuse of, I don't have enough time. Because you can do this while you're grocery shopping. You can do this while you're driving. You can do this while you're doing dishes or laundry. You can listen to the podcast. Okay? So also, along those same lines, I'll just throw in books at the same time. The power of books is the same thing, gets you to think things that you wouldn't normally think on your own, so you're changing up your tapes. And the power of that is the opposite of the podcast. So still very powerful, but you have to focus on the book. So all you're doing is the book. So depending on your lifestyle, you can choose the podcast or a book, whatever works for you. So that is number 2. Number 3, keep a daily checklist. So I have a calendar, like a dry erase calendar that sticks to my wall, and I have all these different colored little dry erase markers, and I check off the things that I'm working on creating new habits around. So meditation was one of them, and I started this, I guess in January of 2016. And at the time I'm filming this, it is August of 2016, and I just now nailed it down. So these things take a while. I've been working to nail down this daily meditation habit for a long time. And just FYI, what worked for me in the end was headspace.com, because you can do 10-minute meditations, and they're guided, so you don't have to think too hard. That's kind of anti-meditation anyway. So anyway. Moving on, headspace.com. So, number 3 was to keep a daily checklist. So you can do, like I have, the dry erase board. You can do it on your computer, in a notebook, but write down what you want to do and check it off daily. The key word here is, guess what it is? Daily, all right? So do it every single day. Bam! And if you miss a day, please don't add drama to the already existing drama. Just jump back on the next day. It takes a while, as I just illustrated, for these things to stick. Okay, so number 4 is accountability. Now, I have created a built-in accountability system for you. It's my Fit and Healthy Tribe group online in Facebook. It's totally free. It's there for you to utilize if you don't know where to find your own accountability system. Your mom doesn't, that's not going to work. Your best friend, not going to work, because they'll just be like, that's okay, honey. So that doesn't really work. If you have sort of a not so nice friend, that's the person that you want as your accountability partner. So you can have a partner like that. Or you can join my tribe, which is right here. Maybe your work has something going on, or you could find a work buddy to have as accountability. But let me just emphasize the importance of accountability. Something in our brains does not want to disappoint that person, even if it doesn't make any sense. We are way more likely to stick to something if we know we have to tell somebody that we didn't do it. If we just have to tell ourselves, it doesn't seem to work. It just doesn't. So, but if you have to tell somebody else, then it works. That's accountability. It is powerful. If you're not in the tribe, join it. And number 5 actually also pulls in accountability and also pulls in money. So number 5 to help you create neural pathways is pay somebody. Pay somebody to be your accountability partner, whether it be a fitness coach or a personal trainer or gym membership, because then maybe you won't go. But you know, if you put your money on the table, money is powerful. We value that stuff, so you will show up. You will do your personal training session. You will do the stuff that the business coach tells you to do. Whatever it is that you're working on, pay somebody. So that pulls in money and that pulls in accountability at the same time. And then go check it off your list. Look at your vision board. Listen to your podcasts, read your books, and those are your 5 tips for creating neural pathways. Now, there are other ways to do this. Google it up, but those are the ones that work for me, and just to keep it super simple, those are your 5. So take them, run with them. Let me know how you do with them. You can let me know in the tribe. I'm in there all the time. Emails get lost, but I am in the tribe. So join us in there and have fun with this. This is fun stuff. Changing habits, once you get the knack of it, you're like, whoa, I can do anything. And it's cool, and it's real. See you next week. Bye.